Hi everybody, it's Carla. This is actually a second attempt at this same video. I deleted the other one because it was halfway out of focus and it went from going where you could see it to where it was like sideways, and it was just not very good. So I'm going to attempt it again. But over the weekend, or yesterday rather, I made a red heart holiday craft yarn sparkly poncho for the little baby born doll that my husband and I got at the thrift store and refurbished with new eyes over the weekend. I changed her clothing out to a thrifted outfit. I'm starting to gather thrifted Christmas items that I find for the babies and have them just put aside. And this is a newborn sleeper by Carter's. It's a little fleece one. It has reindeers and snowflakes and Santa, I think, on there. Just really, really cute. And I wanted to make a little poncho because at my Hobby Lobby a week or two ago, I found this really neat pamphlet by Leisure Arts in crochet, wraps for Dolly and me. And it was originally $3.99, reduced to $1.18. Now it's showing a doll that's either a American Girl doll or the equivalent size of doll. But I thought if they could make that size poncho, maybe I could adapt it and make it for the little reborn size dolls that I have that wear size newborn or size 0 to 3 months. Um, by changing the yarn changing the hook size, you could also make a preemie, or you could make one for a toddler, and anything in between. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you want to look on Leisure Arts site, you might find this actual doll little poncho, or a little girl's poncho. Maybe you have a little girl in your life and you could make one for her. A quick story: whenever I was a teenager, 1970, 71, maybe even 72, I graduated in 72, but I lived in Detroit, and my high school was in downtown Detroit, and we had to take the city buses, two of them. We had to transfer to get to high school, and it was about a 45-minute ride each way every day. And we usually just went on the bus, but once in a while, one of the parents would give us a ride. And my friend Laura's mom, she worked for a chemical company outside Detroit, and so she commuted every day. And a couple times she did give us a ride. So on this particular day, she picked up my friend Kathy and Nancy and gave us a ride along with her daughter Laura. So it was a mom and Laura in the front seat, and me and Nancy and Kathy in the back seat. And she had crocheted Laura the neatest looking poncho ever. And that was back in the 70s, where it was all fringe and pom-poms and just really chunky looking crochet. And she had made her an amazing poncho. Nobody asked for one, and she didn't tell us what she was planning. She just asked each of us girls in the back seat what was our favorite color. And one of them, I think it was Kathy, said red. I said brown, and I'm not sure what Nancy said. But a few weeks later, she gave us another ride. She saw us at the bus stop and took us on a ride to go to high school downtown. And she handed us each a package. And when we opened it up, it was wrapped in tissue paper and I think she might have put it in a bag. But when we opened it up, we each had a poncho in the color that we had said was our favorite color. And so this was just amazing to me because I come from a super small family, no relatives around. And, back in the day, people just did for their own kids. And I rarely got anything given to me from someone outside of my own parents or my brother. So it was a big delight for me to have this beautiful poncho, and I wore it for years. I wore it for years till I wore it out, and it was just beautiful. It had a double crochet kind of lattice up near the neck, and she had strung a cord through it, crocheted cord with pom-poms at the end that I could cinch up around my neck, and it was just beautiful, and it was great for those hippie days back in the 70s. I loved it. So when my daughter was born, I made her some ponchos as a little toddler, and then when she was like in elementary school after that, she really didn't want anything that I was making. but I made myself a couple ponchos over the years, but I had never made a doll poncho. And so when I saw this on sale, I thought I have to try it. And I'm not going to turn the book, I'll show you the page inside, but the last time I did that, here's a picture of it closer, it just kind of went wonky on me on my camera, and it started going, instead of horizontal, it was going vertical. So we're going to just kind of keep it focused on the cover. And like I said, you can check out Leisure Arts, their website, and see if you can find this one. But it was super simple to make. Around the neck where the ribbing is just single crochet, and the whole rest of the poncho is double crochet. And the ribbing, I didn't go in the back loop like the pattern said, because my eyesight's not the best, and so I just went through the whole stitch itself, and it still made it kind of with some elasticity and give in it, so it was very easy to fit over the baby's head, but yet it was close up to her neck. I didn't put a drawstring on this one, and you know, baby dolls have, and human babies have, very tiny short necks, so I didn't want to bunch up a whole bunch of yarn fabric up there around her neck. But I used this yarn, Red Heart Holiday Craft yarn, and a size I crochet hook, which is a 9.5 or a 50 millimeter hook. And the yarn, I had gotten 2 skeins of red and 2 skeins of green in a package at the thrift store. So this is made with thrifted yarn. She's wearing a thrifted sleeper. She's also got on a thrifted hat with holly and candy canes, a pretty bow with red ruffles around it. There's her beautiful new eyes. And she has a little thrifted friend, a dog, who's wearing or sporting antlers in celebration of Christmas. So I thought this would be a really cute little scene right there. And I did want to share that with you in case any of you want to try this very, very simple poncho. Now, I didn't put any fringe on it. I also didn't put any eyelash yarn on it. I also didn't attach a hood. I just wanted to make a simple poncho. And now I am actually have went up to a size N crochet hook and a bulky yarn, and I'm going to attempt to follow close to the same directions. I've had to adapt the stitch count a little bit, but I'm going to try to make my own poncho out of this kind of pattern because it was so super simple. It only took me a couple hours last night while I was watching TV. So I hope you like this. I'm sorry I had to delete the first video. If you left me a comment, please do so again, or I just want you to know I did appreciate any comments, but I just could not stand watching how out of focus that one was, and I wanted to do a better job. And this is a continuation of my Vidtober. I am not, I have failed in doing one video a day. It's just really hard. Time gets away from me. But I've been working on projects like one day, and then a day or two later I'll do a video on that. But doing 31 in 31 days was more than I could do, apparently. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Since this is Monday, it's the start of a fresh week. It's beautiful and sunny and mild 60 to 70 degree temperature down here in Alabama. So I got the windows open, getting some fresh air, got the furnace off. We'll turn that on again tonight, I'm sure, when the temps drop to 40. But for right now, it's just a beautiful day and a beautiful day to enjoy. And I hope it's beautiful wherever you are. I hope everyone's doing well. Good luck with your crafting. And as the holidays approach, I know everybody kicks it into gear. And also good luck with your thrifting. I hope you find wonderful things and treasures while you're out thrifting. And I usually go on a Monday, but I went over the weekend a couple of places. So my thrifting budget is pretty much spent for the week. So hang in there, everybody. Just I love watching what you do. I love watching your babies. And thank you all so much for watching what I do and watching the dolls I work on. And we'll talk to you all later. Bye.